Okay, so tonight we're playing In a Wicked Age.
Oh, I think we're still Rose and
I'm back.
Zeta
Is
want
Rose?
to
Yeah,
do
well, no,
something.
no. All right, well, Rose already knows the name of the game. Tonight we're playing In a Wicked Age. You do have to pause after saying the name. The ellipsis is baked into the title.
Gross.
Listen, I don't make the rules. Now, this is a story, or this is a game built to tell stories of player conflict, so we can expect that you guys will be butting heads a little bit tonight, hopefully in the service of telling an interesting story. First up, we need to consult our oracle. Wicked Age is played without any prep. If we look right here in your bottom right, wait, zip, we have a deck of cards.
Hello.
There are 4 oracles that we can visit tonight. There are the oracles of blood and sex, god kings of war, the unquiet past, and a nest of vipers. It doesn't matter who picks, but someone's got to pick an oracle.
I was really into the Nest of Vipers, just like on the sound of it. So if you guys are cool with that, I want to try that.
The oracles tell different types of stories. If you have any questions about what oracle represents what, I can answer that. Although they're pretty,
I kind of
let's
think
say...
it might be more fun to go in blind.
Okay. I mean, they're very, like, I think, representative of what they are. Alright, so that sounds like we made a choice here.
Wait, Zeta, do we have Zeta? Zeta, are you here?
Did he just up and disappear on us?
He said he was going to get a snack while you got up.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to stop you, but you kind of barreled in.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay, there we go. I actually just 100% sat down and, like, started up the game, and it was only, like, a couple minutes in that Mooney was able to shut me up long enough to tell me that you weren't here.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. It took me a little bit because I had to put my dog up. She tore up some stuff.
Yeah, you're fine. Getting back to what I was saying, we already chose our oracle, I think, unless anyone has any other ideas.
Which oracle did we get?
Well, there are
Nest
4
of
oracles.
Vipers.
Yeah, there's the Oracle of Blood and Sex, God Kings of War, the Unquiet Past, and a Nest of Vipers. Mooney picked Nest of Vipers.
I was hoping blood and sex. Damn.
I mean, if you really want to do blood and sex, I just thought that might be a bit weird.
No, we can go with the one you said.
Alright. And to that, someone needs to grab our deck and start dealing cards.
There we go. So we got 8 of spades, a 6 of hearts, a 5 of hearts, and a 9 of spades. That's interesting.
Let's see here. So I'll just read these out in order. If someone would please type these out into the chat for me. So, Nest of Vipers. Let me find... Spades. A warehouse on the docks full of stolen silk and fine stuff. Alright, the 6 of Hearts. A tower of silver and alabaster, which rises from the sea under the new moon. The college of a small but prestigious magical order. Let's see here. And the 9 of Spades. Oh, that's interesting. We got... The 9 of Spades. A band of slavers, both bold and incorrigible.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you wanted vipers. They're giving you vipers.
I did want vipers.
Alright. So these are the roots of our story. From this, we're going to derive some kind of conflict. So what kind of characters are either explicitly said here or implied?
Well, there's the slavers and the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
The magician.
Someone tally a list of these for me, please.
We possibly have a scribe or a at least someone of noble status. We got people. We have.
I think
would
we have a
be the-
wizard. We have at least one wizard.
Yeah, I mean that's basically a scribe at this point.
I suppose.
Scribe or wizard. Or,
Probably a group
man
of
knowledge.
thieves.
Well, we could say at least from this college we would have a master and an apprentice. That would be our scribe then.
Yeah, there you go.
We've got smugglers. I guess that counts as fan of thieves.
Yeah, thieves or smugglers. Yeah.
We have sailors.
Yeah, sailors at the warehouse.
I'm trying to think if there would be some sort of law organization that would be after the stolen goods.
I will
somebody
a
looking-
tower of silver and alabaster which rises from the sea under the new moon.
I'll be right back. You guys
Be
know
some
that.
kind of like dead race, like it's a tower that's like. And does it rise every new moon?
Every new moon.
It's like a mysterious tower. It could be angelic in nature.
Ooh.
Well, angelic in terms of like godly.
What if that's... Now, I'm not going to say that these smugglers have any knowledge of what this area is or what it does, but I think that these smugglers use this as their base.
Ooh.
So it's a tower that rises, and then the smugglers like use it as a hidey hole, basically.
Mm-hmm. You have to know where it's going to be and when it's going to show up. Along the sea here. This unnamed sea of this unnamed region.
So we got thieves, slavers, slaves, wizards, scribes, and nobles. We have bands of thieves.
So let's see here. We have a wizard, we have a scribe, we have, let's say, the thief king, as he calls himself. Or they. We just say thief,
Overlord.
overlord, sure.
Ultra Lord.
Ultra lord.
No, don't. I want to be able to take this game seriously. I imagine this isn't really implied or anything, but I imagine the slavers are like led by two like competing brothers who are like very like they have like a very like not cordial but like very like friendly competitive, but like there's like an edge to it.
Only
Like
if
they're
someone
slavers.
is interested in playing one of those characters.
Oh, gotcha.
NPC versus NPC conflict is not what this game is about.
That's fair, yeah. I don't really want to be a slaver.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone would jump at that one. Is the only reason why I would shoot that idea down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be the bad guy.
You fucking would.
I mean, okay, let's see here. Do you want to be the brother of the leader of the slavers then?
The brother of the leader of the slavers? So I'm not even like the leader.
The second in command?
I mean, I guess I can do that, like, if I have to.
You certainly don't have to, but it's an option.
No one's held me down being like, Zeta, be a slaver.
Well, I figure, you know, it at least has to be one.
No one's
So here I have a
enslaving you to
wizard,
being a
his
slaver.
apprentice, the scribe, an overlord of the thieves, a leader of slavers. What else do we have? Ah, yes, the merchant captain. Captain of the transport ship. We'll name that later. And the merchant captain's first mate.
Like, I don't know, it's like, it's just a game where we need someone to, like, it's just something that we need someone to be. Like this is character
every
conflict.
character that we're going to come up with are going to be the core characters for our story. These will be the characters that you guys will pick from, and the rest will be NPCs run by me.
Okay, so I'll wait and see what we can do, or what we have, before I, like, nail down on anything.
Let me see here. I want to have about 8 characters to round us out, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I have
and
a
8.
pretty good idea of what I want to play right now.
So we have, I think we have some sailors, we have some scoundrels. We have a representative of our magical order.
So, do we need to decide what they're all in conflict over? Like, I would.
Well, we can decide that once we decided what we're playing. We decide what the characters want, and then
Yeah. There's an order to this. That's a good question, though.
Gotcha.
That's a good direction to be thinking in.
Mhm.
I actually think there's a guardian of the tower. The guardian of the Silver Tower.
There being a warehouse, a tower, and a college around here makes me think there's probably some sort of city that they're all part of.
Nah.
And it's probably like a major city if it's got like this big warehouse and it draws a lot of trade on the coast.
Perhaps then this city would have had like funding. This is clearly a merchant city if there's smuggled goods.
And
then,
especially if there's like slaves coming in.
Then maybe there's someone here sent to investigate this nonsense. So I'm trying to think of the term.
A paladin. What? Paladins exist.
In this era,
Probably not.
we're thinking
yeah.
more like Conan, like the age of the Akkadians and the Assyrians.
Yeah. Like think pre-BC, pre-Christian.
Well, now,
era.
like, no, a holy warrior isn't unheard of. So a warrior blessed by the gods.
A vizier, yeah, that's
A seer.
actually...
Oh, a seer. I mean, they could still be a boob barbarian. They could be both. John the Baptist wore camel hide, so use your imagination. So how about...
I've never used my imagination.
Seer's definitely the wrong word, though. How about,
It would be someone from like the king or the like the guard, probably.
Oh, then perhaps we should just say an emissary from the king.
There you go. That would be a good way to put it.
7, 8. Okay. Well, these cards, because we are done with them. Zip.
Goodbye, cards. Just like the
Farewell,
characters in
cards.
the story. Once we don't need you, you're gone.
Well, now, characters can return in subsequent stories, but you need to distinguish them. Getting on the O list is the goal here.
Not if they meet with an untimely death.
Well, yeah, that could be how the things end. Absolutely.
Oh, it's just a fan favorite
Characters in
character, the
conflicts
slaver.
here. Characters in conflicts in this game don't necessarily risk death so much as they risk injury or exhaustion and the loss of their goals. We don't really have HP or worry about things like that here. Okay, so we have characters. Does anybody... I'm going to post this list right here. So we have a wizard, a scribe, a thief overlord, a slaver leader, a merchant captain, and their first mate, the guardian of the Silver Tower, and an emissary from the king. I mean, these characters first come, first serve, baby. Let's go.
I'm gonna grab that first mate.
Okay, first mate.
So what is a scribe again?
It's someone who
The
writes.
scribe is
It's
the
like a
apprentice.
scholar.
Yeah, it's like a scholar. They're the apprentice of the wizard.
Yeah.
The wizard played by Tony.
Yay.
Okay.
I kind of feel like the scribe would be interesting to play.
Okay.
Man, there's actually a few things I want to do now. Now seeing the list. You know what? I'll play the emissary.
Okay, alright, so the scribe is played by Rose. The emissary. Alright, I need you guys to claim a character sheet down on the board here. And I need you guys to come up with names for your characters. I have suggestions here on the PDF, or rather you can see them yourself if you go to the bottom.
Yep.
I meant to talk to
If you just want a suggestion, there are plain names, significant names, and grand names.
just like a
I'm
style,
going
just like a,
straight for the grand name.
a style guide would be nice. I don't see the name.
I mean, if you ever
It's-
seen like Babylonian or Sumerian names, Assyrian
Yeah.
names like Balia,
Like,
Sarina, you know,
Oh.
Belia,
Sahi.
Ariel,
Oh god, these are all fucking
Diamashir.
guttural sounds to me.
Well,
so
how about
good.
okay? So you want like just give me a style.
That sounds kind of racist now that I say that. Just like it's too like fantasy. Give you a what?
Is your scribe a like what gender are they?
They're just a they, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. Plain, significant, or grand?
Significant.
Significant.
They're gonna be like one of those normie with a very significant name characters.
Well, I mean, what about Awita?
Sure.
Awita. Awita.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Okay, so we all have names for our characters. So, all right, while I get the Discord thing set up, I want everyone to again just say who you are and what your character is, and what their name is.
Okay, I'm Awita. I'm Scribe. Also, I'm Rose, the player.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm Sakita, the first mate of the merchant ship to be named.
We should name it now, actually.
Yeah. What kind of animals are in this region?
They loved lions. They loved. You saw jackals in this area. You saw. Shit, that's a lot. I mean, there's crocodiles everywhere.
What about the silver jackal?
There we go. That's a great. And let's see if I can get through my name. I'm Anagal Meshu, the emissary of King Gilgamesh, investigating a crime within the area.
Yeah.
Some bad business. She's a lady that wants to get down to business. Okay, Tony, I'm sorry. Oh no, Tony, you there?
Tony?
Oh, sorry. I'm Mashi. I'm a wizard.
Alright. So let's see here. Now that we have our PCs and NPCs and we've got their names, everybody is going to get some dice to give out to their forms. Alright, you'll notice you have different forms listed on your sheet there in a circle. These are the things that drive you, that motivate you. I'll be passing out dice here. You get 1 d12, so you give one of these motivations a d12. They are the biggest and strongest motivation that you have. Okay.
I don't really understand these motivations. How is directly a motivation?
It's basically like how you're acting. Like if I'm acting to
Sorry, they're called forms. I called them motivations as sort of an explanation of basically.
Like if I'm acting to protect my crew, I could be acting with love, or I could be acting for others.
Mm-hmm.
I could be acting with violence if I'm physically protecting them. I could act directly if I'm doing it myself. I could act covertly if I'm doing it, but I don't want other people to see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now, while you guys are on the next step, I'll be doing the same with the NPCs. But next up, we have particular strengths. You'll see that on the bottom right of your character sheets. Particular strengths are things that your character are good at. You do not have to do this if you don't really have an idea. But, for instance, perhaps Tony, Humusi's particular strength is spellcasting. You know, sorcery.
Like fire magic.
I mean, yeah, you could be a pyromancer. That could be your thing, absolutely.
How many things we got to think of?
You need 1 particular strength. It has significance 1. If you have the PDF open, this is on page 21. But basically, you're going to pick one of those words that you see underneath particular strength, either potent, broad, consequential, unique, or far-reaching. Essentially, whenever your particular strength is relevant to a situation in game, you get to roll an extra d8, and it just makes your effort that much better. So I mean, if you have an idea of what your character's particular strength might be, go ahead and start to figure that out, and then it is.
So these are the strengths we have to pick from.
Those are the effects that you get on.
Okay, I was like those. are vague and make no sense.
Yeah, no. Your particular strength can be literally anything. Like, it's like Humosi's is going to be pyromancy. And I would
Okay.
suggest either far-reaching or consequential, maybe. Like, far-reaching would allow you to do things that people normally can't do. Or unique would make it completely unique to your character.
Okay, I think I already know what mine wants to be.
Okay.
I want it to be manipulation.
Okay, that sounds good. And you choose one of those to affect it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
21?
doing. So you guys type that out and figure that out. You can discuss it amongst yourselves. I will be doing something real fast.
Consequential. That's so unique.
Consequential
I guess,
just means if you use it and you win in a conflict, the outcome is worse for the loser.
Okay.
Oh, that's
You basically,
definitely
if you use your
That's definitely interesting.
yeah,
It's a
if you
gamble.
use it in a conflict, you get more like penalties on the loser if you beat them.
Okay, cool. We're gonna go with manipulation potent.
Manipulation potent, so that's a D10 instead. All right.
So we just kind of like, so I would say something like insight consequential. Like as an investigator, I could, or if I'm investigating something.
Yeah.
And that's the only one we use, or can we
Yeah,
pick?
you get one. You get one.
Okay.
You get one significance one, so you get to pick one of those little keyword stats to it. So, our NPCs here for this session, to reiterate, would be the Thief Lord Rafaban, the Merchant Captain Nindintu or Bell, excuse me. Sorry, there we go. Now I can read that. The Slaver Leader Zari, and the Guardian of the Tower Shar Kalashari. All right, next up, and we're almost done with the character. Actually, this is the very last thing. We need to come up with the best interest of these characters. 2 to 3 ideas. What are they here to do? Now, before we start listing ideas, I want to say best interests are what get you on the O list. You need to make your best interests conflict with each other. And if you really want to succeed, you need to go against people where they're strong.
Okay.
So if you're trying to conflict with Awida, you need to conflict with Awida in a way that directly threatens, something that they want for myself as their strong thing. Same for Humusi.
My idea that I had
Mhm.
is that Awida wants to. She doesn't really care, or they don't really care how. I might just go with she/her pronouns for Awida. Sorry, I
Okay, that's fine.
overthought it a bit. She wants to. I think she wants to definitely take over the position of her master and become the wizard, and she is not particularly pleased with him. Like she wouldn't be averse to getting rid of him. Oh, sorry. I'm really bad about paying attention tonight.
Okay, no, that's fine. Tony hasn't said
Yeah.
what
Okay.
her character's gender was yet.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically, she kind of
so
hates Humusi
best
and
interest,
wants to kill her and become
overthrow-
the wizard.
Oh, assassinate my master?
Yeah.
Type that shit down. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, Sahida, that's a good direction to go in. But I need your conflicts to center on players.
Oh, okay. So don't have
Awida, yours is
my
good.
master. Okay.
Huh? Oh no, your master's a player. I'm talking to Mooney.
And I'm a player hater.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is to sacrifice my apprentice for power.
What the fuck?
Or-
Okay, all right. How about as well? You want to disrupt the emissary's investigation because
Okay.
you want the power of the tower to yourself. You've heard these rumors. I mean, no, this is like perfect. This is exactly how wizards should work in this type of fiction.
Wait, what if instead of being kidnapped by the slavers, my children were kidnapped by the tower? Or the wizards to be used sacrificial pawns, basically. And I want to rescue them.
What
I would
if?
be willing to have sacrificed your children.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it in this setting of wizards and magic being across the board pretty fucked up. If we're going with wizards or these kind of people in that direction.
It is, after all, a wicked age.
God. Oh wait,
I
sorry,
mean,
I didn't let you finish saying it. You didn't get through all the ellipses.
Yeah, thank you for
No
understanding.
problem, buddy.
Let's see here. Let me do you guys one better and just give you the quick overview of best interest, and that'll help us work that out. Okay, hold on. I am technically supposed to start. Start with one of my strongest NPCs and name 2 best interest for them.
I only
Each
see
should
the
represent a
2
direct attack on at least one player's character.
I only see the 2 NPC
Alright, well, the
character
Thief
sheets.
Overlord Rafaban. Here we go. Quietly kill the emissary. That's an easy one.
So the emissary is investigating the disappearance of the warehouse stuff?
Yeah, they're sent there to investigate smuggled goods. Someone's not paying their
Gotcha.
taxes. Also, some disappearances. Yes. What is the Thief Overlord's Rafaban's other goal here? Okay, so maybe the Thief Overlord... So the Thief Overlord Rafaban is the one currently in control of the tower. So, he wants to keep the tower a secret at all costs.
Oh, I got an idea. If he's looking for something from the wizards, maybe there's some bit of treasure or something in the tower that he doesn't understand, and he wants to steal some kind of ciphering device from the wizards, but he's a thief overlord, so he's not really interested in trying to buy it or ask for it. He's just gonna take it.
Steal the wizards I'm gonna say implements. Okay, that ended up with 2 S's, but I'm gonna let it stand. Okay, alright, so all the players could take turns until everybody has 2. So we'll say that that Rose, we already have a good one here for you. Assassinate my master. Getting rid of the emissary, getting them out of the way, Humasi. Alright, Agalameshu, what is your first best interest here?
Okay, what I was thinking is something to do with... Oh shit, I'm on the wrong thing. Basically to investigate and come down to what's going on with the tower. Investigate.
Okay,
the tower for
but
the king.
that's not a conflict that's directly engaging a player, so that's
Okay,
I'm gonna need something different for a best interest here.
Okay, would the school itself be? Is there anything that could be afflicting or anything with the school that could be dealing with the tower itself? Maybe they're seeking something.
Well, think about it this way. So in order to make your character recurring protagonists of these stories, you need to have them go into conflict against other characters where they are strong. You need to challenge them. So if you're going to make a best interest that's sort of against the wizard, Humwisi, going against the for myself, so you need to go against the self-interest part of it.
Okay. Let's see. So, shit. If anyone has any ideas right now, I could use them.
How common are sacrifices? Oh, wait, no, you said they're not. Okay, never mind.
I mean, well,
Oh no, there's certainly a thing.
but there might not be like, there we go. They might only be in a religious sense, and you have to have like approval by the king. My character might be for others, but might not be for like might not care about like people getting sacrificed as long as it's like to appease gods. And if someone's
Yeah, for the greater good.
yeah,
The greats are good.
Okay, so what's that translating into a best interest here?
investigating the school over possible misdoings against the king's crown by
Okay.
way of sacrifice.
All right. What if you believe that the wizards are like preparing something treasonous? Is that they're keeping like secrets from the crown?
There we go. That actually could be.
I would not put it past them.
Yeah, and you want to investigate that.
Stop, don't target the enemy.
I'm the enemy of myself, and mine enemy is me.
Okay. Now what about Sahida?
I think that the wizards,
As well as Zeta, go ahead and write that down. I'm sorry, Mooney, go ahead.
I think the wizards have some sort of treasure that my captain wants, and I think he's tasked me with finding it
Okay.
and getting it, whether by hook or by crook, legitimately or illegitimately. We need it for some reason.
Well, what about maybe your captain has an idea about the rumors of this tower, and the wizards hold the key to controlling it.
Okay.
So maybe you want to befriend the wizards and take advantage of them.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that a lot.
The Guardian Sharkali Shari, what is their motivation? Well, I think they are currently bound by something, or weakened, and unable to exercise their control over their domain. And so they want to break out, but how do I make that directly after a character?
Well, my character could be impeding
The
that.
existence of the tower is the subject of spurious rumor in taverns and,
Okay.
between sailors at the docks. Knowledge of the Guardian is unknown to anyone except for Rafaban, excuse me.
Nice.
None of your characters know anything about this Guardian. This is player knowledge here. We know this character's going to show up in the story. You guys aren't aware of them. Now, let's see here. So, I feel like we're bullying the wizards a little bit here, but they're such good grist for best interest. Well, I think going against Awida for myself, or no, we should be getting where they're weakest, right? For others, for both of you.
So I don't really understand how roles work. Do we like when we try to?
You'll be combining two forms together and rolling them together. I think Sharkali Shari wants to isolate and consume one of the magic users.
Fuck.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so scary.
So that they can regain their power and remove these intruders from their tower.
Is this why we have trenches then?
I'm down with that.
Specifically to isolate and then consume.
I'm trying to. I guess stuff will come up throughout the game that puts us into conflict with more characters, because it's hard to pick two motivations that puts us into conflict with, like, everyone. Like, I'm trying to, but
No. You're gonna have like two best interests, maybe three if you have a good idea for one.
got ya.
Don't worry about that too much.
Do we go
All
around
right,
again
so,
and do another?
Yeah, we go around again to Awida. What's your second best interest?
Okay.
So you already got
Awida's-
something against your master. What about Sahida or Angalameshu? Anagal-Meshu.
I'm not. Anagal-Meshu. I get her other. I guess it's not really a best interest. I'm at odds. I have two that I want to do. One will put me, I feel like, generally into conflict with everyone because of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Two is directly with Anagal-Meshu. Like,
Yeah.
she basically wants to become a more politically and magically powerful wizard. Like, I don't want to do like. She might be like just boring megalomaniac or.
Yeah.
The one would be collect the magical artifacts in the tower that her master is like either too afraid of or like too respectful of like certain dark forces of magic that she thinks is ridiculous. So she wants to like collect these artifacts to gain power, or she wants to stop Anagal Meshu from finding anything wrong with the school because she doesn't want to, she's scraping for political power, so she doesn't want to be at odds with the crown.
I see. How about this? How about you fool Anglameshu? Your goal is to convince Anglameshu that you are innocent of anything that the school has done, but perhaps that your the others are guilty.
Okay.
You want to use Anglameshu to climb the political ladder.
Sure. I don't even know who else is in the school. Like the only other wizard
None of the others are important.
Okay.
They're not in this story. The only representatives of the Sixth Order of Wizards are the two of you. Okay, Humusi, what about your second best interest?
I guess to protect my apprentice.
Well, that's not really in the conflict of anyone else directly. What about Sahida? We don't really have anything directly against her. Sahida is strongest when acting with love. Or for others.
Like your opposite thing.
So, in what way could we take advantage of that, or run up against Sahida in a way that Sahida would be opposing with those forms?
I guess I could be trying to. I mean, they're like sailors, aren't they? So nobody would care if like a crew went missing for. Sacrifice.
Oh yeah, you want to ensure that the crew of the merchant ship did not survive, so that no one discovers the secrets of the tower.
Perfect.
That's good. Oh, you can here. I can do this.
Tony, do you mind if I like wrote in a bit about your character for you, about like being afraid of the secrets of the tower? Or do you not? Do you resent that? Because we cannot do that.
Who's a what?
Oh, I'm not afraid of the secrets of the tower. I want it.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's up to her to decide. Okay. So go ahead and type that out. Angelmeshu, what's your second best interest?
Well, I thought of two, specifically investigating, but that just puts me at odds with two of the people in the school, right? So something with Sahida, I think would be.
What if you want to, in the tradition of most government workers,
check if everything's on the level?
Well, not just that, but once you've recovered these stolen, because you're here to investigate these stolen goods, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but once you get your hands on them, you're not going to give them back to the merchants.
That's true.
That stuff could be better put to use in the stores of, like, the king. Like, it could be distributed better that way. Thinking about your motivations here. And you're not afraid of acting with violence, so you're willing to take it if you need to.
I love this twisting of acting for others. It's very good.
Yeah, right? So does that sound good for a best interest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, alright, so type that out. And Sahida, your second best interest?
Shit, I had something and I've lost it already. Okay, so I still want to do, like, my children have still been kidnapped and I want to get them back, but I think that's, like, gonna be a secondary goal for now. It's not, like, one of my driving interests in terms of the narrative. But I do want to, like, get power so I can go find them and get them. So,
yeah.
I want to, who can I conflict that would gain me power? I want to also befriend Anna Glamesu, because having the law on my side.
Maybe just to differentiate it from your other best interests, let's try to think about, like, okay, again, for others and with violence are Anglamesu's best things. So if we want your best interest to be giving you what it needs, you need to be trying to go up against those things.
Right.
So you actually want to try to maybe meet Anglameshu with violence.
All right.
Maybe in a way that Anglameshu will respond with violence.
I want to keep Anglameshu from taking our stolen cargo.
Okay. Just directly the opposite of
Yeah.
Anglameshi's goal.
Yeah.
Like you know from the start, like this person can't be trusted. You know how these people are.
Listen, I've got stolen stuff. He's government worker. I don't.
Yeah, they're a pirate. They've seen this before.
Yeah.
This is oil and water.
Oh, I should probably have
Okay,
just
alright, so let's write that out, and I need... Actually, I'm thinking here, someone said something about the slave leader having a brother. Well, I think Rafaban and Zari are brother and sister. They do reside in this tower together. But let's see here. Rafaban wants to kill the emissary. The slave leader specifically wants to... Where is my text tool? Okay, Zari specifically wants to capture the merchant crew, preventing you guys from both finding anything and, well, getting your stuff back. And the merchant captain Dindu Bell.
Sorry, I kind of fucked up with my long sentence
It's
here.
okay. If you double click on it, you can edit it.
Alright, the Captain Bell wants to, I believe... where are you guys weak? Weak with love and you're weak with acting... Yeah, I think, Nindindu Bell wants to strong-arm the wizards into... making the tower public information, I guess. Okay. Alright guys, that's, if you guys have a third best interest, if anybody has any ideas, you're free to come up with one. No one is required to do so.
I think we should, like, get going with it, because I'm eager to jump into this.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm actually gonna take 5 here. I need to take a quick break.
Yeah, my
Alright,
feet
I'm
are
gonna
cold.
We're
grab
ready
some
to go.
tea.
Does everybody feel like we got fully fleshed out characters? Rose, does this maybe make more sense now that you've got a full character to look
I
at?
get it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think I
I
got...
didn't really get to read the rules of like how it's actually played, so
I mean, like I said, it really is. Every time that there will be no rolls until you're in conflict with another character.
okay.
In which case,
Sounds good to
like
me.
you'll be choosing 2 forms based on your action and rolling against each other.
Got it. All right, cool. I'll be right back to it.
Yeah, same.